Well, the whole family is here at the cabin. We've been here for a couple days now, and we've been fishing a little bit around here, and the fishing's been really slow, so we kind of called it quits early today. And Sierra's in there getting some brats going for us right now for some lunch. But anyways, we're kind of just hanging today. I'm gonna take Skeeter on a hike a little bit later. I have some firewood to cut up, of course. But other than that, we're just gonna be hanging around the cabin for the next few days. Philly cheesesteak, these are?
Philly steak. Is she shivering?
Yeah. Come on, Peter. Kitty, you should go sit by the wood stove. Let's have a look at our battery here and see how it's doing. First night we got here, we didn't have any lights at all. We're at 12.2 volts. That's pretty promising. The battery was completely dead when we got here, so last night we didn't have any lights, just a headlamp. And then I forgot batteries for that, and that was basically dead, so we pretty much just went to bed early last night. Because, yeah, we couldn't see really, and plus it was just cozy sitting by the wood stove. Let's see what's going on in here. How are they coming?
Pretty good.
Oh yeah. Well, it's about 4:30 right now, and Skeeter and I are gonna go on our evening snowshoe. I think we're gonna head up the logging road and see how many more logs those guys have to grab. It's been plowed up to my summer parking spot all winter long. So I would assume that they've been grabbing logs farther up the road, but I haven't been up there in a good month and a half, so I'm gonna hike out that way and see what kind of progress those guys have made. I think I'll snag this little standing dead tree right here on my way back. That'll be perfect for tonight. Come on. Good boy. Yeah, they have definitely put a serious dent in the logs back here. This was, I mean, this was a continuous wall. I mean, 3 or 4 times the height of that. I mean, all the way down, so they've hauled a lot out of here. They still have some to get, though. Come on, Skeet. And then there's some more over here, up this way. And they've hauled some out of here, but not a whole lot. It's almost like they're kind of randomly taking some out of each pile. I don't know how they go about it, but I'm sure they got a system. So anyways, all those logs I just showed you are up that way, so they have to plow it out. This is the way out, so looks like it's gonna be a pretty sweet deal for me. So it looks like I'll for sure, looks like I'll for sure be able to get back in here the rest of the winter. It's been really warm the past couple days, so all the snow's slid off the roof. So I have this awesome snowbank to get snow from. So a little update on the moss chinking since we are well into winter. It's holding up really good. Haven't had any fall out except here and there in a few spots along the bottom. Just from stuff, you know, like brushing against it or when you're sweeping you kind of knock it out. And I think the cat kind of, she likes playing with it too. So you can see I have some pink fiberglass insulation stuffed in there. You can chink an entire cabin with fiberglass insulation too. That's a pretty common way to do it, but of course it's the same thing with moss. Critters are gonna take it out and, you know, make nests with it or whatever. So yeah, anyways, I kind of dropped the ball on getting like a garbage bag full of moss to have in here during the winter. So I just brought out a thing of fiberglass insulation and I have that around for, you know, when the moss falls out, I have something to stuff in there at least. And it works well. Okay, so we got that OSB down, and I'm sure we'll have a rug in here. You know, we won't just leave it as plywood. We'll have something on top of that. But trying to decide which side to put the shower stall on. Sierra said she doesn't care. I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, I'll put it over here on this side. Look who it is. It's my little buddy. Okay, so I'll trace out that hole there for the drain. And I don't have a hole saw, so I'll cut it with a Sawzall. And for now, it's just gonna drain right underneath this bathhouse. And in the spring, when the ground thaws out and we can dig, then we'll put in a gray water system. So I am going to make a shelf for this blue jug. We're going to have our RV pump and water heater and all that in here eventually. But for now, I want to be able to take showers, so I'm just going to make a little shelf for this blue jug. I've talked about these blue jugs a lot. They make great sinks for off-grid cabins. You know, you get pretty good water pressure cranking the nozzle on this thing. They're very popular in Alaska dry cabins. They're the way to go in my opinion. They're just so simple. don't require any electricity, and you do get pretty good water pressure out of them. So they make good sinks, and they're, yeah, like I said, really good showers too. That'll work. Okay, well, that is the gist of that for now. And of course, I'll close this up here. But that'll be our temporary shower until we get a heat source in here. So now that that's in here, I'm trying to decide what I want to do for the rest of this. Definitely want some shelving in here, cabinets, you know, place to keep towels and that sort of thing. Maybe a dirty clothes hamper and a mirror. And yeah, I don't know. It's a big bathhouse. I mean, it's 8 foot by 8 foot. So it's not massive, but there's lots of room for stuff. I mean, this easily could double as a sauna too. Something to think about. I kind of wanted to build a log one, but there's a lot of space in here. But this is all I can do for now. I gotta make another run to town and get more building materials if I'm gonna go any further. Get metal for a shower stall so water's not splashing up against the wood. But yeah. It's a pretty simple little off-grid shower setup right there. So we'll heat up for now until we get a heat source in here and all that. You know, I'll just heat up water in that stock pot, then pour it, transfer it into this blue jug, and take a shower. But right now I'm gonna finish sheeting in that closet with the OSB. So we'll make some cuts, screw that on, and then see what we got for space and what we're working with. So this is 1/2 inch sheets of OSB, so they're 4 foot by 8 foot, and these sheets are now less than $10 per sheet at my nearest Home Depot. When we were building this cabin, these were like 45, 50 bucks, so pretty big difference, you know, and just walking around the Home Depot, like 2x4s are $3 now, like $3.10. I think we were paying like $8 or $9 a stud when we were building this place. So yeah, it kind of hurts walking around seeing the prices. So Sierra and I have been discussing this, and we're actually going to turn this into the pantry. So we're going to take our food and make this the pantry, since it's smaller, and we need as much closet space as we can get. So this is the bigger of the two rooms, so that is what we're gonna do. So it is the next morning right now. Sierra and I got up early today, went to Home Depot and got some plywood to finish up the back mechanical room. But I'll show you guys what we got done inside. I'll show you the pantry quick. So this was the bathroom. So the shower was here, and then, you know, the toilet was over here. So all that's out now, and I just sheeted it with OSB. But this is like the perfect little pantry. Sierra loves it too. And we needed, yeah, just a better area to store food. And there's still, I mean, I still have this whole wall too, so I'll probably add shelving here. So this is Sierra's temporary bathroom / makeup room for today until this gets done. But this is what I'm working on today, is I'm sheeting this with OSB, and then this is going to be our walk-in closet. But I'm going to start carrying plywood up here. I have 9 sheets OSB to bring from the truck to the cabin. So I have the ceiling just about done in here. I have one little piece to fill in over here, but I'm going to leave that open for now because I got to rearrange some of this stuff. But I'm getting ready to sheet in the walls, so those will get OSB, same thing. But it'll look nice, and you won't see the foam board anymore. It'll actually look somewhat completed, even though it's OSB. But like I said, this is a closet that's going to have, you know, like shelving and all of our clothes on the walls, so it doesn't need to be the most beautiful looking room. While I was doing the ceiling in the mech room, Sierra painted, she did a coat of paint on the walls here. Still got to do another coat or two, but went with white to keep it bright in here. And yeah, it looks nice. You can be the screwer.
Oh, you want, yeah, I do.
Because then I can go out and cut.
Heck yeah.
Cut wood while you screw this. I'll get one in for you to get you started. Yeah, you have to push kind of hard. That one's, that tip's kind of wearing out, and I'm too lazy to go look for a new one. The reason we're so excited to get this done is because all of our clothes are up in the loft, and everything's in totes, you know, so it's just, it's not very fun because, you know, when you're trying to find something, you got to dig through the tote, and then you got, you know, everything's getting thrown all over, and you got to refold it, and it's just not the greatest. So this is going to be pretty nice, having a big closet and having everything where we can see it.
That.
Can't teach it. Lost all my light. Getting ready to sheet in this wall now, but I think I'm gonna leave a broken arrow here. That'll stay in there, and then a Miller High Life can. We'll put that in the wall and sheet it in, and someday somebody's gonna tear this place down and they'll come across a cool vintage old beer can. Pathetic. Alrighty, well, it's a new day. I'll show you guys what we got accomplished. We'll head over to the bathhouse first. So we'll rip the run off of this in the spring once the snow's gone. There's still a lot of work to do in here. So yeah, all there really is left to do is build a shower stall, actually. So I'll frame up, you know, a wall around this, and that way, you know, and then some, you know, I'll put some roofing metal around that so that the water's not splashing against the wood. And then all of this will get hooked up this summer. You know, that's our holding tank, and then we have our propane water heater there, and an RV water pump. So all that will get installed. And then there's enough room in here that, you know, I'm gonna add shelving for sure. And then we could also, like, half of this could be a sauna for sure. And talking to Sierra, she's kind of all about that, and I am too. So Anyways, this will be kind of a work in progress, but right now we have a place to shower. That's the big thing. And then the rest will all be, you know, springtime stuff. The sun's shining today too. It's awesome. Starting to get the winter blues. You feel like you haven't seen the sun in years. And it's just we just got over a pretty big cold snap, so it's nice to be able to be outside and enjoy yourself actually. And then here is the mechanical room, or what used to be the mechanical room. I guess it still is, but it's also our closet now. So we got his and hers walk-in closet. We'll add some shelving in here too for a little more storage. And then the bathroom is now the pantry. So Sierra painted this, and then I got some trim to add. But yeah, this is the perfect size room for a pantry. And yeah, there's still some stuff to do in here too.